Hi everyone, this is Alia and this is my 10-minute beauty routine. My go-to for building skin is to not really go for foundation. I use it for when I'm shooting movies, ads, whatever. But on me, I prefer to go for skin tints. Like I'm a bit of a mixologist. I like to make a nice concoction of products and put them together and see how they land up. So, I didn't mention my routine's name. This is my what I'm calling it is my sunburnt glow. You know that feeling that you feel after being in the sun all day where you're like tired, but there's like this glow on your face and you just like are naturally flushed and you just look like, a child of the earth. I want to go for that look. So that's what I'm trying. I'm using Summer Fridays skin tint. I love it. It's a sheer skin tint and it just works beautifully on my skin. And I'm going to mix it with this Kiko primer. I love primers. And this one in particular because it's like a highlighter, it's a primer, and it's a cream. So it's like super hydrating. So I mix these two together. And I use my hands. Yes, I'm not very comfortable using a blush when I'm applying my skin tint. I feel like I get a better coverage when I'm using my hands. And again, for me, it's not really about the coverage. I want the skin to kind of look like skin. I love to show my freckles off. So this is my new favorite concealer, Kosas. I love creamy concealers, but again, concealers for me is just coverage, like covering all little spots, under eyes. Earlier I never used to find the need to even cover my under eyes, and I'm not bragging, but now of late, since I've hit 30, or maybe just lack of sleep for the past year, new mom life. So then I just basically cover all these spots and you will see that I go over them again and again. Sunburnt. This is my new favorite Glossier. It's called Beam. It's cheek color. Okay, I'm going for this like peachy vibe because I want to get that little. So this will be my next step, is to get the cheek color in. And this is just phase 1 of cheek color. But I take a healthy amount and I make like a C curve. Okay. And the trick here is to not stop it on the cheek. Go over my nose. Okay, go back C here. So it's actually like a W. And I also like to put it on my chin and a little bit here. Okay, now I'm going to try and better this and contour. So to achieve that little kind of tan feel, I will go harder on my contour. What I'm using is Milk, the contour stick. I actually love it. When I'm like working on a movie, for me, it's all about, like, I feel 50% of the getting into the character is the look. So the costume, the hair, the makeup. So I really go with my director's vision there, and I let, the technicians kind of do their thing and have fun. Because I feel it's just collaborating with creative minds. That's one of the things you, as an actor or as a anybody in the creative field lives for. Post this, I will powder. So going for this kind of sunburned skin vibe, I'm not going to powder too much. I'm just going to powder my under eye because I don't want that to lift off. Just to set that in nicely, I'm using Hourglass. It's my most favorite powder because it's like sheer, super translucent, illuminating, etc, etc. Okay, eyes. I was gifted this palette last week by a friend of mine. It's the Too Faced palette, Pinker Times Ahead. I mean, that's so cute. And it's genuinely very pink. So I'm gonna mix this, and this together. So it's like a peachy. First I'll go in with the peachy. Okay, so I'll first go in with the peachy, then I'll kind of mix in the little more, like the deeper, dustier pink. Just dabby wabby with it. I love pink on the eyes. This lighter guy. And then I'm going to go over that again with the peachy. There's like a little lighter, like a whitish color, which I'm just going to use for my corners. Just so it blends really nicely. Again, most of my makeup I have literally learned looking at my makeup artist's hand. Her name is Puneet, and the way she moves her brush on my face, like that was the first, like that's how I started like really understanding how to move a brush on my face and understand. Like, but this is like literally what I can do. Like I don't think I could do a smoky eye and stuff. I'm not paid that much attention to that, you know, particular routine. I've worked with her for about 8 years now. She's like my family. Yeah, she did my Met Gala look. She did my wedding. Yeah, she's like family. Okay, I'm going over it again and again. So, like I said, my go-to is always this skin-like vibe. So sometimes the tones are more brown, sometimes the tones are way more pink, sometimes they're in this pinky peachy space. So that was eyes. Super chill, very light. Whenever I put mascara on, it just changes my face completely. So I was, in search for the mascara that does that the least, okay? So I have a couple of favorites, but today I'm going to use two different ones that I've not always used. First, I'm going to curl my lash. So curling lashes, which again learned from Puneet. Otherwise, earlier when people used to try curl my lashes, I used to go like that. So scared that my eye was going to just leave me. So currently, I'm really loving the Gucci mascara because it's super light and I like the brush. It doesn't get too much of the mascara on. And the idea is to just get that really nice light lift. So I don't go too close to the lash line so that I don't get a little, the blackness inside. Just looks like I have long, beautiful lashes. Which I do. Kind of. Whenever I work with makeup artists internationally and they like, see, I love your lashes or I love my mascara. I say, really? I'm using two different mascaras. And for the lower lid, I'm using this mascara that I saw. It's called Tower 28. It's meant for sensitive eyes, which I was very attracted to because of late, I don't know whether this is like a post-pregnancy thing, but my eyes have become very sensitive to certain mascaras or certain eye makeup, or I don't know whether it's just dry eyes. So I'm like very particular about the mascara that I choose. So this for the lower lid, because again, I don't like to go without mascara on the lower lid, but I also don't like it to look too much. So this is just nice and perfect. So this is mascara. After this, I'm gonna go in with brows. For this vibe, I'm going super chill with the brows. My go-to is Benefit for brows. Also, I've let my brows grow out now. I've not been shaping them too much. So it is denser on the top, which again I like. Usually I go for the powder and the wax. Now I'm going only for the powder because there's like powder here and wax. Through the lockdown, I became very self-reliant when it came to removing hair from my body and my face. So literally, they were like, I would spend hours watching, what's that show? There's a show. I used to watch this show, this random show. I used to spend hours just watching that show, 3 hours of it, and like just waxing myself. It was really fun. I would sit on a towel on my floor and wax away. Too hot to handle. That was the show. And my sister would walk into me and be like, what are you doing? This is not a really, what is this visual? So this is Hourglass, and this is what I'm going to use for blush again. And I'm going to go for the dusty pink and the darker bronzer vibe. Over the nose. Okay. I'm going to go for some more contour vibes. Hourglass, contour, powder. so I can get that little burnt-ish feel. Okay, highlighter next. Another new highlighter that I have been enjoying is the Milk highlighter. So I like it because it just gives you that little subtle glow. Rare Beauty highlighter that I think is just really gives that last final like impact. And I actually dab it down so that sheen just okay. Last but not the least, I'm gonna go with this Revlon. It's like a creamy lipstick, but it's also matte. It's a matte finish. And it's got that peachy tone. And dab it off to get that. Like, I like it to look like a stain. And then I also land up spilling all over, so then I have to clean it. My mom would do this a lot. Whenever she would apply lipstick, it would go all over her mouth. I would be like, what are you doing? Okay, like color within the lines. And I'll end with the Rhode lip balm. This, like a lip balm, is always in my bag. Always. So lip balm, lipstick. So I put the lipstick, lip balm, put the lipstick, lip balm. That's just my go-to. This is unscented because I have a tendency to eat my lip balm up when it's really yummy. But I also love the salted caramel one. But it's so yummy that I eat it up, literally. Okay. Actually, I'm done. This is my sunburnt go-to night out 10-minute beauty routine. Okay, so thanks for tuning in to my 10-minute beauty routine. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope I'm looking sunburntly glowy. Have fun, take care. See you next time.